Hello everybody. This next article that I'm going to share with you guys involves two innocent individuals that were basically killed while doing their job. This is something that didn't need to happen, but unfortunately there was a maniac running loose with a gun and he decided to take it upon himself to kill these two individuals. Now I hope that by the end of this video you Christians out there will understand why I hate Christianity so much. And it's something that I talk about from time to time in my videos. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below at the end of this video, because as usual, I would really be interested on seeing what you guys have to say about this issue. By now you have probably heard about and seen the horrific shooting of reporter Allison Parker and cameraman Adam Ward. The WDBJ TV journalists were in the middle of conducting a live interview this morning when former employee Vester Lee Flanagan, who went by Bryce Williams, on air shot and killed them both. ABC is reporting that it received a 23-page fax from the shooter before he killed himself, in which he gives as his motivation the racism and homophobia he experienced as a gay black man and a directive to act from Jehovah. Flanagan was a Jehovah's Witness. Now, I know that you Christians out there will basically say that he wasn't a real Christian. And you will also say that Jehovah's Witnesses aren't real Christians either. And I have to say that this is nothing more than ridiculousness at its finest, because you Christians tend to use the no true Scotsman fallacy pretty much any chance that you guys get. And it's pathetic to me. And I have to say that the Jehovah's Witnesses probably feel the same way about you. After all, there are 40,000 denominations of Christianity out there, and they're basically telling each other that they are not true Christians. The whole thing is laughable at best. He writes, what triggered today's carnage was his reaction to the racism of the Charleston church shootings. Why did I do it? I put down a deposit for a gun on June 19, 2015. The church shooting in Charleston happened on June 17, 2015. What sent me over the top was the church shooting. And my hollow point bullets have the victim's initials on them. He said Jehovah spoke to him, telling him to act, basically. Later in the manifesto, the writer quotes the Virginia Tech mass killer Soon Hu Cho, calls him his boy, and expresses admiration for the Columbine high school killers. In an often rambling letter to the authorities and family and friends, he writes of a long list of grievances. In one part of the document, Williams calls it a suicide note for friends and family. He says he has suffered racial discrimination, sexual harassment, and bullying at work. He says he has been attacked by black men and white females. He talks about how he was attacked for being gay and a black man. Yes, it will sound like I am angry. I am, and I have every right to be. But when I leave this earth, the only emotion I want to feel is peace. The church shooting was the tipping point, but my anger has been building steadily. I've been a human powder keg for a while, just waiting to go boom. Now, guys, I can completely understand why this individual was angry. He gave specific reasons as to why he was angry. And to me, I think that these reasons were valid. However, the problem I have with the whole situation is the fact that he basically took it upon himself to murder two innocent people. And I think that the reasons he gave for being angry were not good enough to kill two people in cold blood. That is how I see it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this individual should have received some help the moment he thought that things were going to go in the wrong direction. I think that if he would approach this in this certain way, this could have been prevented in a lot of ways. And he could have fought the things that he was angry with in a different way, with ideas, with discussion, etc., etc. But unfortunately, it happened this way, and innocent lives were lost. It's all too common for killers to report that they were acting on divine instruction. In just a casual sampling from the past year, one sees sad tales such as the West Virginia woman charged earlier this month with attempted murder for trying to stab her husband because she thought he was filled with demons and that God told her to kill him. Last month, a California man was convicted of strangling his mother and trying to burn her in an oven because God told him his mother was a witch and commanded him to kill and burn the witches. In May, a Missouri woman was charged with letting her 2-year-old daughter die after God told her to allow her sibling to torture the girl. Additionally, a Pennsylvania man shot his uncle while saying it was God's will. In April of last year, a Tennessee man killed a friend visiting his mother because God told him to. In January, a suspected serial killer in Ivory Coast, after allegedly hacking dozens of children to death because God had told him to cut off the children's heads and then he would become king. In December, a UK man was convicted of murdering a woman friend after saying to her, God wants me to kill you. Now, to be honest with you guys, I think that this individual was a very horrible person for what he did. He didn't need to take the lives of 2 innocent people. And like I said before, he could have attacked this situation with ideas and discussion. He could have looked for counseling. He could have looked for a different way to handle these things. But unfortunately, he didn't. And as a direct result of this, 2 innocent lives were lost. Now, I also want to take this opportunity to actually blame Christianity, because Christianity gets people to believe that there's this alleged creator out there somehow making decisions, and that is preposterous to me. We have seen religion have a negative impact on society time and time again. This is a big problem in this country. And unless something is done about it, these bad things will continue to happen because people are actually doing these horrible things for this alleged creator, if you will. And this is disgusting behavior that needs to be addressed. It needs to be discussed. And that is why I bring these issues up, because I want as many people as possible to see these types of things. I want people to discuss these types of things and look for ways that we can solve these problems. But if we don't do anything about it, the negative influence that religion has on society will continue to thrive. And that's how I see it. So feel free to share this video with anyone that might be interested, whether it be on Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, Reddit, Yahoo, or wherever you guys hang out. Till next time, the Quiet Atheist is out. And remember, if you can't be good at it. Most of all, thank you for watching, and I will see you next video.